When I first got into public health, I want to take it back. So I actually was born and raised in the San Fernando Valley, and I grew up in the city of San Fernando. And I remember that during my upbringing, the health center that my mom would take me to for my doctor visits and whatnot was actually the San Fernando Health Center here, part of the Northeast Valley. Then once I started, going to college and taking, certain courses, then that's when the topic of public health kind of came about, and I started to become more interested in it, and I saw how that was something kind of like a pathway for me to go back to my community. This diabetes prevention program has definitely been a rewarding experience and a great experience, especially because it's working hand in hand with our community. There was one story that resonated with me from a participant of our NDPP. She had shared that her husband said, "Your food is nasty, stop cooking for me." And when she told me that, I honestly couldn't believe what her husband had just told her. I completely related to her just because, especially being, the nurturer, the caretaker, the cook, right, of the family, especially coming from a Mexican household like myself, being told that your food is nasty and not to cook anymore, that definitely would have hurt me. So I completely could connect with her in that aspect. And this all came from because she started to incorporate changes in the way she cooked. And she did receive a lot of pushback, especially from her kids and especially from her husband. But of course, that did not stop her from continuing her goal, which was, of course, yes, decrease her risk of, developing type 2 diabetes and losing weight, in the end. But her goal was also to fit into this little red dress that she's always had. And she always had it in the back of her closet, and she's had it there for years. And she kept going. And with time, her kids actually came around. They actually started to like the food, and they actually started to eat the food. With time, of course, again, her husband started to kind of see, like, what, she is being serious. Like, this isn't a fad, like a diet fad, right? She's actually serious about this lifestyle change, not just for her, but also for our family. She also started to incorporate physical activity, and finally, on the last day of our program, we all decided to kind of do like a little potluck, and everyone brought like a little dish, a typical dish that they would make, but in an alternative, healthier way that they would cook it. So everyone started to show up, everyone started to trickle in little by little, and then all of a sudden, we see her walk in, and she's wearing that little red dress. And I kid you not, there was not a single dry eye in that room. Everyone was crying of happiness for her and was so excited to see her finally reaching her goal and also being able to wear that little red dress.